Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Elise and I am super happy to see you on the other side of your screen for this 1 hour of Vinyasa for super strong and lean legs. So, we tend to have a lot of toxins stuck in the legs. So with this practice, we'll actually release any toxin, any blockages that you have especially in the lower body. So be ready to feel a little bit of a burn. Remember that yoga is not supposed to hurt. So if you feel pain, you release the pause, you take a child's pose and catch your breath and come back to it. If you feel a bit of discomfort or if you feel the burn, push through or breathe through it, all right? So make the difference between pain and burn, all right? Okay, good, let's get started. So we'll take a few minutes to ground ourselves. So find your comfortable seated position, and you know that yoga means union, so we'll all get united through our breath and the same energy. So grow your spine tall and close your eyes for a moment. Let your arms be heavy on your laps. Make sure you stack the shoulders above the hips. And you feel your sit bones digging into the earth. You can already soften your face, especially the thinking muscles, the forehead, the muscles around the eyes, and the jaw. Make sure you unclench the jaw. And now find your breath. And notice the breath coming in the nostrils as cold air and leaving through the nostrils as warmer air. Spend a little moment here becoming aware of every time you inhale, the chest rises, and every time you exhale, the chest falls. Notice the quality of your breath. And notice how it feels to be breathing right now, right this moment. You can set an intention for your practice today. What brings you on your mat? What can yoga help you with? Now take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Deep inhale through the nose, inhaling all the good energy of the earth. And a big open mouth exhale. One last time, big breath in. And breathe out. And let the breath come back to a natural and simple rhythm. And maybe you can already notice what's different. Then place your hands in prayer in front of the heart. Rub the palms together with energy. Imagine you want to light a fire between the hands. And then cup the hands in front of the eyes. Make sure you don't smash them. Feel the vibrations and the energy you've created. And then bring the eyes open, spread your fingers and release. Alright, very good. Now you can extend the leg forward. We'll do a very short part of a series that's called Pawamuktasana. It's from the Hatha traditional yoga, but it's really good to warm up the legs. So let's start with that. So extend the legs forward. You can maybe grab your muscle, remove it back so you really have a good anchor through your sit bones. Activate both feet. Now bring the right knee in. I will give you 2 options. So the left foot stays really super active. Now, interlace the hands behind the thigh, roll the shoulders out, open the chest. That's a starting position. And now lift the knee and point the toes towards the floor. Now, as we inhale, we lift the leg. We straighten the leg, warming up the hamstring. Now, if you feel that's too easy, you can clasp opposite elbows, and that's a little bit more demanding. So find your variation. So get in place. Interlace hands or grab elbows, lift knee and point the toes towards the floor. Look straight ahead. Now as you inhale, straighten the right leg, point the toes to the ceiling. And as you exhale, lower down. 4 more. Inhale, straighten the leg. Don't force anything, only warming up. Exhale to release, toes don't touch the floor. Inhale, extend. Exhale to bend. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend. 1 more, I believe. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now let's stay here and let's start. Imagine that you have a paintbrush on your toes and you want to draw a big circle in front of you. So start to make knee rotation. So the movement comes from the knee, warming up the knee joint. And then you can change side. Change direction, not side. Just a few times. I know it's a bit weird, but it's good for you. And release. Release the right foot to the floor. Extend the right leg. And now let's do that on the other side. Bring the left knee in. Find your variation. Either you clasp the hands or you clasp opposite elbows. Open the chest, roll the shoulders out. Keep the right leg really active. Point the toes of the left foot. As you inhale, straighten up. And exhale to bend. Inhale straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale straight. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Keep smiling. Inhale and exhale. And again, this knee rotation. So either way, you can start to make big rotation in the direction you want to start with. It's fine. Oh, maybe you hear a little bit of cracking. And then you can change direction. Big circle with the knee joint. Oh, it feels good. A couple more. And release. Good. Straighten out both legs in front of you now. And point the toes firmly. Careful for the cramp. When I do that, I tend to have cramps. Now bring the fingertips on each side of the legs. You'll see where you need them. It's really for support. So we'll do first the right leg and then the left leg. So we inhale here. Belly button in. Exhale, lift the right leg high. Point the toes. Exhale, lower down. 4 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Use the core. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, point. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale, lower down. Let's do the left side. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Keep the chest open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale to lift. And exhale, lower down. Now we'll do both legs at the same time. Maybe you won't only be able to lift an inch of the floor and it's good enough, alright? So be patient. Plant your fingertips on the floor for support. Point the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Really use the strength in the arms as well. Use the core. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Maybe higher. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale, lift. And lower down. Good. Release. Shake them out. Alright. Good, my friends. Let's do our Kundalini Frog. We haven't done it in a while, so I think today is a good day. So Kundalini Frog, check my posture. You want to be on your toes, and you want to have the heels touching one another at all times. The heels never separate. You could have your hands on a block if that's easier for you. So by all means, set your hands on 1 or 2 blocks, or maybe a big book. I'll show you the first one, and then we'll do it all together. This is our inhale. So you see my knees are pushed out. I look up, open the throat, inhale. Exhale, I press on the toes and on the fingers. I straighten out the legs and I look back, I release the head. Now, if you have the knees
A little bend, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then we inhale, we open and we lift the gaze, we open the chest. Exhale, straighten out the legs. A lot or not a lot, it's fine. Inhale, open, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten out the legs, release the head. Inhale, open. Exhale, legs are straight, release the head, the upper body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, 5 more. Exhale. Inhale, open and lift. Exhale. Inhale, push the knees to the side. Exhale, stay on your toes. Inhale, heels in contact. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Stay here. Separate the heels, ground the heels onto the floor, bend the knees and find your Raptor Pose. So in Ragdoll, you want to grab opposite elbows, put the weight towards the toes, and maybe sway from side to side. You might need to pedal out the knees if you need to, if that makes you feel good. Anything, you take it. A few more breaths here. Really relax the head. Tuck the chin so you have a good release of the spine. Now, if you are in a moving position, come to stillness. Release the top of the hands on the floor. Bend the knees a lot. Keep the chin tucked and very slowly unroll the spine. Vertebra by vertebra. And then the arms travel all the way to the top. Take a big inhale looking up. And as you exhale, hands to the heart. And release. Good. All right. We spent quite a lot of time in standing today. So remember, you can always skip the Vinyasa, well maybe not the sun salutations because they're really good to warm up. But you can skip the Vinyasa and Child's Pose is always an option. And Child's Pose is a great pose, so don't hesitate to take it when you need it. Now separate your feet about hips distance. Bring the hands on your hips. And now lift the right knee up towards the ceiling. Now check out the angle of my knee here. Maybe I'll go a little bit more. So I don't have a small angle, I have a wide angle. My knee is really up and my toes are pointing to the floor. Squeeze your left glute. You can keep a soft bend in the knees if you need to. This is our inhale. Exhale, straighten out the right leg, point the toes. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, straighten out the right leg. Inhale, lift, bend the knee. Exhale. Inhale, lift, point the toes. And exhale, last time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale to release. Shake it out. Let's do that on the other side. So ground the right foot. Lift the left knee, wide angle all the time. Point the toes. Squeeze the right glute for more support. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bend the knee and lift higher. Exhale, straighten forward, point the toes. Inhale, lift higher. And exhale, oopsie. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, last time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Release the arms. Shake it out. Good. You're up for 3 Surya Namaskar A. And then 1 Surya Namaskar B. So find your mountain pose. Close your eyes for a moment, just to really feel this mountain pose. So bring your big toes to touch. Make sure you distribute the weight equally on each 4 corners of your feet. You can lift your kneecaps so you engage your quads, strong thighs. Tilt your pelvis forwards and tailbone is looking towards the floor. Arms extended alongside the body. The palms slightly open towards the front. Shoulders are rolled out, chest is nicely open, chin parallel to the floor. Crown of the head reaches high for the ceiling. Always think Tadasana in any position, a lot of space between the ears and the shoulders and the energy flowing freely. Now you can bring the eyes open, bring the hands to your heart. As you inhale, lift the arms above the head. Maybe you find a gentle back bend if that makes you feel good. As you exhale, fall forward, hinge from the hips, Uttanasana, relax the head completely. Bend the knees if you need to so the hands can be on the floor. Inhale halfway up, straighten out the spine, lift up the heart. And as you exhale, find your high plank. Let's hang out here for a moment. Open the fingers wide and make sure you firmly ground the hands onto the floor and you press the floor away from you. The navel is towards your spine, your ears are above the toes and they're pushing back. Strong quads, strong glutes, strong back, everything is strong. If you need to set your knees on the floor, please do so. Then, even with the knees on the floor, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale for your upward dog or your downward dog. You know where you're going, right? And as you exhale, downward dog. Find your breath and maybe pedal out the feet a little bit here. Find a bit of movement. And then come to stillness. And let's check this down dog first. So the middle fingers is pointing towards the short edge of the mat. Fingers are wide open and you press on the whole of the hands, the knuckle pads, the heel of the hand. Rotate the shoulders out. Make sure the head is nice and heavy and you can gaze towards your knees or towards your belly button. The bum is lifted up and you push it back. Now ideally the heels are disappearing behind the toes, but if you feel that the heels don't touch the floor, it's alright. You can keep a soft bend in the knees so you elongate the spine. And feet are hips distance apart. Good. Enough talking. Just take a moment to observe how you're feeling in this first down dog. Then as you inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, press back. Exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale halfway up, lengthen the spine, crown of the head reaches to the front of the room. Exhale, fall forward, Uttanasana. Press on the feet, inhale, rise all the way to the top. And we swan dive as we exhale all the way down, Uttanasana again. Inhale halfway up. Exhale into your high plank, same exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, downward dog. Find your breath. Activate your Ujjayi breath if it's in your practice. Breathing in and out through the nose with a constriction of the muscle at the back of the throat so you can hear the ocean as you breathe. It gives you endurance and power. Now inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, press back, hop or step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press on the feet, inhale, rise all the way to the top, back bend if that makes you feel good. And as you exhale, swan dive, Uttanasana, relax the head. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale into plank, same exhale to go to Chaturanga with the knees or without. Inhale, up dog or cobra, your choice. Exhale, downward dog. And again, find your breath. Then inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, press back, hop or step forward lightly. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold, press onto the feet, inhale, rise all the way to the top. And as you exhale, hands to the heart, Samasthiti, and release. That was our 3 Sen A. Now bring the feet together, bring the thighs together, all the energy comes inward, and we'll go towards Surya Namaskar B, but with a high lunge, another warrior one. So let's start with a chair pose. As you inhale, bend the knees, squat low, lift the arms above the head. Now let's check this chair pose first. If you peek down, you should be able to see your big toe and the second toe. If you don't, it means that you a little bit towards the front. Now tuck the tailbone under. Bring all the energy towards the belly button and push it towards the spine. You gaze towards the horizon. Keep breathing. Maybe you can go a little lower. Remember the difference between burn and pain. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And we meet in downward dog. Now as you inhale, lift the right leg high. As you exhale, shift knee to nose. So find your arm planks, bring the knee towards the nose, squeeze the navel to the spine. Inhale, three-legged dog. One more time, exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, use the core. Inhale, three-legged dog, and as you exhale, right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, find your crescent. Sink a little low. Make sure you bring the back heel on top of the toes and the front heel is 90 degrees. Relax the shoulders, open the chest, your arms are strong, both legs are strong. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the floor. High plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog, and as you exhale, downward dog. Find your breath. Now inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, make contact. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, use the core, round the upper back. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, left foot forward. Make sure you shift the weight forward so your back heel is on top of the toes. And as you inhale, oopsie, no balance today. Find your crescent. Relax shoulders. Tuck the tailbone under. And most importantly, breathe. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Find your high plank and then low plank. Inhale, upward dog. And as you exhale, downward dog. Find your breath. Now inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, press back, hopper step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale into chair pose. And exhale, Namaste. And release. Alright, let's continue. And we'll continue with a bit of a chair pose dance. So bring your feet together. Elongate the spine. Long line of energy. Arms alongside the body. Now as you inhale, lift the arms above the head. As you exhale, send the hips back, find your chair pose. Relax the shoulders, tuck the tailbone under and make sure you can wiggle the toes. Now as you inhale, lift the right leg, hover the right foot off the floor. You can't really lift it high. Keep breathing. I know it's a one-leg chair. You can do this. Inhale and exhale, release. Now inhale, hover the left foot off the floor. Make sure that your right knee is nicely bent. Keep breathing, you can do this. Inhale and exhale to release. Inhale here, exhale, fall forward, you release, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward and release. Bend the knees, squat low, find your chair pose as you inhale. Now lift and hover the right foot off the floor. Slide the right leg to the back of the mat. And find your crescent. Inhale as we exhale back to chair pose, front of the mat. Lift the left foot off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, find your high lunge. Inhale here again, and as you exhale, chair pose. One more time. Lift the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, find your crescent. Inhale back to center. Inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, crescent. Pose here, inhale, and as you exhale, back to chair. Big inhale here, exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway up. Take a vinyasa or meet us straight into downward dog. Remember, it's your practice. Honor your body and what it needs. Find your breath. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Inhale, find your high lunge, crescent lunge. And exhale, warrior two. Now, warrior two is really good for strong legs. It's really good to anchor yourself. So make sure that you have the right, we'll just check this one, the right alignment. Front heel in the same line as the middle of the back, of the arch of the back foot. Press the outer edge of the back foot on the floor, and that foot is parallel to the short edge. Arms extended. Now, can you see your front big toe and your second toe? If you can't, it means that you need to move the knee towards the right. Your thigh is supposed to be parallel to the floor. Breathe here. Bring the pelvis forward, tailbone down. Squeeze your bum a little bit. Open the chest, find your core. And breathe through it. Stay present. Now reverse the front palm. Inhale, reach a little forward. And as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Open up the right shoulder and the right chest. Don't lose the bend in the front knee. Inhale here. As you exhale, back to warrior two, but the right hand travels all the way inside of the right foot, and you lift the left arm up for extended angle. Now, bring the left hip forward, and now extend the right arm above the ear, the left arm above the ear, not the right. The palm is facing the floor. The left chest is nicely open. You roll the torso towards the ceiling. And see if you can really bend that front knee to stack the knee above the ankle. And the elbow is pushing against the right knee. Keep breathing. Now strong legs. As you inhale, find warrior two. And as you exhale, you can straighten out the front leg. Let's find your triangle pose. So you can maybe move the right foot, the back foot a little bit more in. Now you're closing a drawer with the left hip, and you reach with the right hand, you reach, and you find your triangle pose. Now if you have a block, maybe you can set the hand onto the block. So you elevate the floor. The props are really good tools for you to use if you need them. Now again, lean back, bring the hips forward, open up the left chest. Now if you want here, you can extend the left arm above the ear with the palm facing the ceiling. That's up to you. That's your choice. Make sure you don't sink forward. This is also good to eliminate the fat we have around the waist if you have any. 2 more breaths. Keep elongating both sides. Now ground the feet as you inhale. Come on up and release. From here, let's move to half moon and sugarcane. So if you have a block, you can bring the block about 11 o'clock. Now start to lean, so bend the front knee, lean forward, and set your right hand onto the block or fingertips onto the floor. Lift the left leg, and again, open up. Flex the left foot. You really want to open and stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Whenever you can keep the left hand onto the left hip, or you can move the left arm up. You can gaze towards the ceiling, towards the floor, or right ahead of you. Keep flexing the foot. Strong standing leg and strong back leg. Now for sugarcane, you can bend the left knee and you can place the left foot inside of the hand, and you can kick the foot in the hand. That's absolutely optional. And if you fall, you get back to it. Now slowly release sugarcane if you have it. Big inhale, exhale back to warrior two. Yoo-hoo. Good, very nice. Lightly, softly with grace and elegance. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands onto the floor. Lift the back heel, look forward. Big inhale. Exhale, vinyasa or downward dog, your choice. Ooh. And down dog becomes your relaxing posture, doesn't it? And notice the difference between your right side and your left side. There should be a massive big difference. Now lift the left leg high as you inhale. Exhale, left foot forward between the hands. Inhale, find your crescent. And as you exhale, open up warrior two. Now make sure you change the adjustment of the feet. Open the legs a little wider if you need to. Open up the arms. Relax the arms down. Make sure you can see your big toe and that the left knee is not in the way. And you press on the other edge of the back foot. Find your breath, find your strength, and focus. Steady drishti. Go a little deeper if you can. Now revolve the front palm. Inhale, reach forward. And as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Now open up the left shoulder and the left chest. The right hand is lightly on the back of the right thigh. You gaze up and you have a steady drishti and you feel the whole of the left side opening and stretching. 2 more deep breaths. Now inhale, and as you exhale, find warrior 2. And then the left hand travels all the way inside of the left foot for extended angle. So first, stack your shoulders, activate your fingers, and press the left knee away with the left elbow or the left shoulder. Press onto the back foot, onto the outer edge of the back foot. Bring your hips forward. And now, if you want to, you can straighten out the right arm above the right ear with the palm facing down, and you open that right chest and that right shoulder. Stay present and breathe. One more breath. Now ground the feet as you inhale, find warrior 2, and as you exhale, find your straighten out the front leg for triangle pose. Now you might want to heel to the back foot a little bit more inward. And now with the back hip, you close the drawer behind you and you reach forward with the left hand. You reach, you reach, you reach, you reach, until you can't reach anymore. Maybe you use a prop, maybe you use a block, or you lightly put your hand onto the left ankle, maybe towards the big toe, and gently lean back. Stack your hips. Shoulders are stacked as well. You gaze up towards the top thumb, or you gaze towards the ceiling or right ahead, but don't move your drishti. You can also extend the right arm above the right ear if that makes you feel good. If you want a little bit more of a stretch onto the side, and keep elongating. And now from here, as you inhale, come all the way to the top and release. And let's find a half moon from here. So you can bring the right hand onto the right hip, and you can bring your block at 11 o'clock. And you can start to lean forward. Set the hand onto the block or onto the floor. Straighten out the left leg, bring the right leg high, flex the right foot. Open up the hips, open up the shoulders. You can stay with the right hand on top of the right hip, or you can extend the right arm up, stacking the shoulders. Find a steady drishti. If you fall, you come back to it. Strong standing leg, but also strong back leg. Now you can bring the right knee, grab the right foot with the right hand, kick the foot in the hand, and find your Sugarcane. Oh, I'm wobbly today. And gently kick the foot in the hand, opening the right shoulder even more. Now release, inhale, exhale back to warrior 2 with grace, elegance, and control. We'll carve the hands onto the floor, lift the back heel, look forward as you inhale. Exhale, Vinyasa or downward dog. And we all meet in down dog. Take 5 breaths in downward dog, or take 5 breaths into child's pose. Make it your own. Notice any sensations, any subtle movement, anything that's different. Now if you went into child's pose, come back up and find your downward dog again. Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, bend the knees, press back, hopper step front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold, press onto the feet, inhale, rise all the way to the top. And as you exhale, hands to the heart and release. Good, we have one more standing sequence to do before we wind down and get to the floor. So find your mountain pose again. We'll start with a Vinyasa, which you can skip, don't worry about it. Hands to the heart. As you inhale, lift the arms above the head. Maybe find a gentle back bend. Exhale, fall forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, Vinyasa, Chaturanga, Cobra, Up Dog, and we all meet in Downward Dog. Now, as you inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands, and inhale, find your crescent. Now from here, let's keep our arms above the head and go to Warrior 3. So we inhale here. As we exhale, we bring the torso forward, the arms forward. We press on the right foot. We lift the left leg off the floor, flexing the foot. Torso parallel to the floor. Left leg lifting up. Flex the foot strongly so you're not tempting to open the hip. Strong standing leg, but also strong back leg. Now from here, slow motion, let's slowly bring the left leg up and forward. Lift the left knee up the same way we did at the beginning of the practice. Now bring the hands to the heart, keep the left knee up. Now bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh and imagine you're going to a chair pose. It's actually a recline pigeon pose. So squat low, flex the left foot. And now bring the torso parallel to the floor. Your hands are still in prayer. Keep breathing. Sink a little lower, sit deeper. Now bring the right hand onto the right hip with control. Make a hook with the 3 first fingers of the left hand. Grab the big toe. And now straighten out the left leg forward. Now you can keep the knee bent, it's fine. You can straighten out the left leg as much as you can. Doesn't have to be too much. Can be with the knee bend. Bring the left shoulder back into its socket. Straighten out the right leg. Now release the left foot. Lift the arms above the head. Keep lifting the left leg, big inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Shift the left leg back. And find this variation of Warrior 3. No balance today. Big inhale here. Exhale, lightly step the left foot at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms above the head to crescent where we started. Exhale, hands to the floor, Vinyasa or Downward Dog. And we meet in Downward Dog. Good. Now as you inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot forward. And as you inhale, find your crescent. Find your stability here. From here, let's go to Warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, shift the weight forward. Extend the arms forward. Lift the back leg up and high, flexing the foot. Now, if you don't want to keep your arms forward, you can also play around and find them as if they were wings or airplane. Keep breathing. Now slowly come back up. Lift the right knee up to the sky. Arms up to the sky as well. Flex the foot firmly. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now bring the right ankle on top of the left knee and imagine you are sitting into a chair. So squat low. Standing pigeon pose. And now bring the torso parallel to the floor. Flexing the right foot firmly. And breathe. Now with control, left hand on the left hip. Hook the right big toe with the first 3 fingers. Straighten out the left leg and the right leg forward. Or you can have the right knee bend, it's fine, as long as you keep practicing a long spine and try to bring the right elbow, the right shoulder into its socket. Deep breath. Now slowly release the big toe. Lift the arms above the head. Keep lifting that right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart and find your Warrior 3 again. Lift the back leg up and high. Slow motion. Don't go too fast. Move with intention. And then bend the front knee, right foot back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to the floor, Vinyasa or downward dog. And from here, everyone knees onto the floor, and let's take 3 breaths into child's pose. You can bring the hands towards the feet. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of your heartbeat. And then come back to a tabletop. Tuck all 10 toes. Inhale, last time. Exhale, find your downward dog. Inhale to lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, press back. Hop a step forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way to the top. And as you exhale, hands to the heart and release. Good. Now let's go to the floor, but let's go to the floor with a chair pose. Why not, right? So bring your feet together, all the energy within. Inhale, find your chair. And now slowly move the fingers towards the floor. And start to make your way down and come and find your seat on your belly. Oh, not on your belly, on your bum, sorry. Now bring your feet hips distance. Bring the hands right behind you for reverse tabletop position. But make sure that you have enough space to bring your hips between the hands in a minute, in a second. Now bump the chest up, so you don't want to be here. You press on the hand, you lift the chest. And as you inhale, find your reverse tabletop. Gaze towards the ceiling, squeeze the belly and squeeze the glute. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the bum between the hands, come onto the heels, straighten out the legs. Inhale to reverse tabletop. And as you exhale, go through the hands. Keep the legs lifted. Use the core. Inhale, last time, reverse. As you exhale, move the hips between the hands. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. And maybe shake out the wrists. Good, very nice. Now let's move forward and let's come slow motion with control onto the back. I mean, not slow motion, but with control. Good. And really good pose for strong and lean legs, is bridge pose. So let's find a bridge pose. Feet parallel, hips distance, knee parallel to one another, belly button in. Make sure you glue the whole of the back on the floor to start with. And you can touch the heels with the fingertips. Now press onto the feet, inhale, and as you exhale, lift the hip bump and then move the hips up and high. Now interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders under the back, so find a bit more height. Keep pressing the hands onto the floor. Tuck the chin for a chin lock and gaze towards your belly button. Deep breath. Keep pressing onto the feet. Your glutes are a little bit squeezed together, not too much though. Now inhale deeply. As you exhale, release the shoulders, release the hands, and roll the spine on the mat. And bring the knees to the chest. Before we do it one more time. Alright, so set your feet onto the floor. Find your starting position again. And we'll add a few variations if you want to take them. You don't have to take them. Now, feet firmly onto the floor. Inhale, exhale, lift. Find a clasp with the hands. Roll the shoulders under. Good. Bridge pose. So you can stay in this bridge pose, or you can bring all the weight onto the right foot. Lift the left leg up and point the toes to the ceiling. and keep pressing onto the right foot to lift a little higher. Left toes are firmly pointing up. Keep breathing. Big inhale. Exhale, release the left foot. Ground the left foot, shift the weight onto the left, and as you inhale, lift the right leg up and high, pointing the toes firmly, pressing on the left foot to lift higher. Feel your quads engaging and firing up. One more breath. And then a big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Release the shoulders, the hands, and squeeze your knees into your chest. And maybe roll on the side from side to side. Good. And now let's find a bit of a release for the lower back. So open up the feet as wide as the mat. Extend the arms to the side and let the knees drop towards one another. That's a really good release for the lumbar spine. And you can slow down your breath. You can slow down the heartbeat. Take one more breath here. And then you can separate the knees, bring the feet back in again. And let's do a recline pigeon pose. So you can bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Now lift the left foot and you can grab the shin or underneath the thigh. Both feet are flexed. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, using the muscles of the arms, you bring the legs towards the chest. Now make sure you don't lift the shoulders. And you should feel a good release on the right side, so on the right glute, hip, inner thigh. So the more muscle you use with the arms, the deeper the stretch will be. You don't have to. You can just stay with the arms relaxed. Take your own variation again. Then a big inhale. And as you exhale, you can slowly release the left foot, release the right foot, and now let's switch. Left ankle over the top of the right thigh, lift, grab the knee or behind the thigh, and then use the muscles of your arms to bring the legs closer to the chest, enjoying the stretch. Deep breathing. And notice the sensations, the physical sensations. Inhale and exhale to release. Release your feet onto the floor. Now open up the arms in a T and let's just take a simple twist. So keep your feet about hips distance. Inhale, exhale, bring the knees to the right, gaze to the left. Just a couple of deep breaths here. And then as you inhale, knees back to center. As you exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. And then knees back to center. Hug the knees into the chest one last time. A big hug of gratitude for practicing yoga today. You can take any other stretch that you need to. If you want to take a happy baby, if you want to take anything else before Savasana, be my guest. And whenever you're ready, you can find Savasana for a couple of minutes. So I don't see you, and I know it's very tempting to skip Savasana, but it's actually the moment, a very important moment of your practice. It's the moment that the body integrates what just happened. So even for just a minute, lay down on your back. Let the arms be open by your side with the palm facing up. Let your feet drop to the side. Release any control, any tension in the legs, in the hips, the glutes. Release the upper body, the shoulders, the head.
And find a little bit of stillness. Stillness in the mind, stillness in the body. And allow yourself to transition between the yoga practice and whatever comes next. You can stay in Savasana for as long as you want. You can just clap your computer or mute me, or you can slowly come out of it, becoming aware of the space around you, becoming aware of the room where you are, maybe the sounds. Maybe you can hear my cat snoring. And then become aware of your body lying on the floor. You can start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Move your head from one side to the other. Extend the arms behind the head. Take a deep stretch with a deep inhale. And then slowly bring your knees into the chest. So you can roll on the side and press yourself back up to a seated position with your legs crossed and your eyes closed. Just one more moment. Letting the flow of the breath go back to a vertical position. You can bring the hands in front of the heart. Come back to your intention. And to close the practice, we'll chant together the peace mantra Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can inhale deeply to chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhale and exhale. May there be peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your hearts. Namaste. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining my practice. I really hope you had fun. I hope that your legs feel great now. Go get a big glass of water. If you have any requests, if there are anything that you would like to see in my classes, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. You can also tell me how this class went for you. And yeah, it's always nice to hear from you guys. So let me know. I'll send you lots of love and I will see you next time on your mat. Bye.